Hello, this is Community Distance Reiki, and I'm your host, Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. If you are new here, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you're watching this on the replay, know that you're guaranteed just as fun and healing a time as if you were here live. If you would like to join me live, go ahead and take a peek at that description down below. I'm here 5 times a week minimum. If you would like to know about upcoming streams that maybe aren't announced around world events and astrological movements, go ahead and subscribe with the notification bell on. Also in the description, aside from the days and times that I do go live, is information about my online Reiki classes, community Discord, crystal shop, and all of my social media. If you are here live, go ahead and click that live chat button and feel free to make any requests towards your healing. They can be general or specific. You can have me select a crystal for you, or you can request some on your own. We'll start off with the first half hour to 40 minutes, picking out and building a beautiful crystal grid to support the healing needs of everybody here. After that, we will turn the lights down, turn the music up, and I will send you Reiki whenever and wherever you happen to be for a good 25 minutes. If you're here on the replay and you want to skip ahead to the healing, go ahead to about the 40-minute point. You can also skip ahead to where you see the lights change and simply relax and allow the healing to flow to you. Thank you all so much for being here whenever and wherever you're enjoying this. I'm so glad that you are here. Welcome. Today is, as we're live, it's the 21st of September 2022 at 4 o'clock on the East Coast. So let's go ahead and dive into the chat and see what requests we have. Hello, everyone. It's good to see you all. Let me go ahead and pull up my full chat. Erica, welcome in. Vic. Oh, have safe travels for sure. Absolutely. We'll definitely keep you in our thoughts, okay? Stay healthy to you too. Grace, Jennifer, Violet Integration, Cora Carr, Vincent, Jen, Nurse Blair, it's good to see you. Taryn and Susan, I'm so glad to see you all. Welcome in and welcome back. Thank you so much. I am enjoying this lipstick as well. I'm not good with makeup, so thank you. But yeah, anyone has any requests, go ahead, drop them in. I'm going to go ahead and bring us over to the grid. I've already started us off, and then we will start building from there. And let's see what we got here. Ta-da! So I've got lots of copper to break up any blockages and to help get the optimal flow of energy going. I know there's a lot going on today, energetically and just in the world. So let's go ahead and start putting together some lovely, lovely healing for all of us. So, good to see you, Erica. Erica, if you made a request, it may have gotten cut off, but I don't see one. I just see you saying hello. So feel free to make another request if you like. Vic, we want to send you some safe travels. I'm good, thank you, Grace. Grace for your back, losing weight, and getting healthier in general. We can support that. Vic, yes, I do have in-person clients in Philly, so absolutely. There's info on my website if you go to the services page. I would love to. Let's see. So let's go ahead and get some protection for travel and some pain, weight loss. Let's see. So let's do... There's a lot of great stones for protection and travel. So I'll try to layer them in. Definitely the first one that comes to mind is sort of it's an all-around healing stone too. It's Tourmalinated Quartz. This is thought to be highly protective during times of travel. It's also a great stone for things like releasing nervous energy, which can always come up when you're traveling. As well as releasing old patterns, especially patterns from childhood. anything having to do with the cardiac heart or breaking up scar tissue, whether that's surgical, internal, or external. Also for fortune, luck, and finding new jobs. So there's a lot of things that this covers. But yeah, the first thing that popped to mind when you had mentioned travel was this stone. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it in. This is black tourmaline that's going through clear quartz. Black tourmaline helps to dissipate negative energy. So by bringing that through the crystal, it kind of emulates bringing that energy through the body and reflecting out anything that's no longer serving us. So it's also really great for empaths. So I hope you have safe travels. And let's see. Okay, cool. I'm seeing some good requests coming in. Okay, so losing weight, getting healthier. Losing weight, definitely a good one is iolite. And this is another stone that has a lot of pretty wide-ranging purposes. Iolite is helpful for any kind of money managing as well as things like weight loss. But it's great for, I know I did see Jen is still struggling with some insomnia. This is a stone that helps support good sleep. It's also fantastic for any kind of visionary meditation, whether that's journey work, whether that's if you're clairvoyant or if you're trying to open up your clairvoyance. This can be a wonderful stone to work with. So iolite, we use it a lot here. Let's go ahead and bring that in. I also have for your back, and I also saw for someone else had requested, I believe it was Susan, for inflammation. Oh, your inflammation's cleared up. Oh, I'm really glad to hear that. Okay. Just taking a peek, make sure I'm picking the stones that cover as much as possible. Samantha, welcome in. Dizziness, falling down, depression, anxiety, past life issues. Gotcha. Jennifer requested lapis, rutilated quartz, and shungite. Well, definitely shungite covers a lot of what folks have requested. This covers physical healing on all levels. This is one that helps to clear the energy field itself, as well as to help support the body as it repairs tissue in general. So like whether that's skin, bone, oops, sorry. I knew that would happen eventually. So back to shungite. Shungite also helps clear electromagnetic smog. So if you're someone who gets really sensitive or feeling not great around electronics or high tension wires, this is a great one. It's also just great for if anyone who's empathic, not absorbing energy. It helps to wick energy away from us and our environment, much the same way that it helps actually purify and filter water. I never recommend just picking up shungite from a crystal store and dropping it in your water. You don't know where those particular specimens have been and what else they may have absorbed, but when it's mindfully gathered, it is often used in the water filters you would purchase for home and commercial use. So shungite is wonderful. But yeah, tissue repair, getting your body to heal, supporting it through that, and not taking on any of the negative energy while you're doing that. So that can help physical healing on all levels. Rutilated quartz is another one that helps with, it's a very multi-purpose stone, but in particular, this is a stone that can help us to energize anytime that we feel depleted, run down. So this comes to mind too when I read what's coming up for Nurse Blair, anytime that you feel just sort of really run down, like you don't want to keep going. Also, anytime that you want the energy to just go to the best place, whether you have a lot of different things going on at one time, or if you're not quite sure what's wrong and you just feel sort of a general malaise, this can be a great stone. The rutils are thought to direct the energy exactly where it needs to go. Much like Tourmalinated Quartz, this is actually rutils going through clear quartz. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring this into... I saw a request for Lapis. This helps connection, communication, and honesty. This is like I always think of this as the integrity stone. When you want to work, whether you're working on improving your own integrity or you want to work with people who have higher integrity, either one, Lapis can be a beautiful choice. It helps with truth and honesty, and also for bringing in career opportunities that are a step up. So really improvements and better opportunities to grow your career. It also helps with disorganization, and most importantly for someone who mentioned dizziness, this helps with vertigo. All matters of dizziness, but especially vertigo, like where you feel like you're loopy, trippy, falling down. This is more Lapis, just some smaller pieces. Yeah, you're feeling kind of blocked. I totally understand that. This can also really help inflammation for anyone who's struggling with that as well. So, let's see. Yeah, this is good for dizziness, falling down. So I hope this helps. I hope you feel better. Let's put some here. Support from stress, anxiety, depression, job burnout. Absolutely. Chrysoprase. Chrysoprase. Chrysoprase is the burnout stone. This is a stone that helps us to take some perspective and see how far we've come, and to take pride in what we've been able to create and what we do, especially at those times where it just feels like we're going and going and we never really get a chance to like turn off, or if we've been working on a goal for so long, it feels like we're never going to get to the end. Chrysoprase can be very helpful. This is one that helps you to complete goals and have follow through, as well as picking up the pieces after any kind of loss or setback. So yeah, also good for like, in a way, like overcoming disappointment too. So I don't know if that necessarily applies to you, but it may apply to someone else. So definitely good for burnout. Okay. And stress and anxiety, we will get that too. Let's see. Bethany, welcome in. You're traveling too. Yeah, we got Tourmalinated Quartz for travel for Vic, actually, too. Ah, gotcha. Minimizing stuff. Hey, Heart, good to see you. Going more minimal, letting go of stuff. Lapis can help with organizing. Let's see what other ones we got. Sinus infection, healthy pregnancy vibes, work success, sleep. Good to see you, Rachel. And then here we have some Amazonite. I think Amazonite hits a few notes for a lot of folks. This helps self-respect and also anyone in the care industry, whether it's nursing or anything else. So Blair, definitely for you. Oops, lost one there. But it's also good for, I feel, good for grace. It can help with the spine, and also like with nerves associated with that, and also, as well as any kind of neuro issues if anyone's struggling with that. This is one that can be deeply calming. So a lot of us, I feel like, could use that calm energy. This is a great one for it. This also helps with luck, and it's excellent for protecting women. So yeah, we'll bring that in for all of the things that it does. This is Amazonite. Yeah, that's an excellent stone for care providers, whether you're child care, teacher, nurse, caring for a loved one while they're ill. It's a wonderful stone for that. Releasing ego related to reactions, absolutely. Gotcha. For Vincent, success in work and wealth, improving intuition, learning to use personal energy effectively, absolutely. Ruby, yeah. Ruby and anything for self-doubt. Ruby is a great one for helping to clear self-doubt and getting leadership, so it definitely helps with that. And ruby that is raw can look quite different than we might expect. This is raw ruby, and it naturally grows in that shape, which is super fascinating. It's also extremely hard. Corundum is, I think, like a 9 on the Mohs scale of hardness, so it's the closest to a diamond in terms of hardness. This is one for leadership, management, embodying all of the things that it means to lead, and lead from a place that's not led by ego, but truly seeing the situation at its entirety and seeing the best way to handle a different situation, the best way to allocate resources, people, and just in general come up with a plan and see it through in a very top level kind of way. It's an excellent stone of sort of internal support, internal fortitude. This often is used by folks to kind of manifest new employment opportunities. I feel like it works a little bit better once you're in that opportunity or even interviewing, so that you can see yourself as more like, here's my leadership skills. So yeah, we'll bring in some ruby. Very reassuring stone. As for releasing self-doubt and seeing a bigger version of who we can be, this can help a lot of us, I think, when it comes to, hey, JS, it's great to see you. Sandy, it's awesome to see you too. Yeah, this is one that can help us to see a bigger version or vision of ourselves. This is aventurine. This helps with so many things, including fertility and pregnancy. So this hits on a number of notes. This is a stone that we can use to kind of broaden our idea of our soul's potential so that we don't sell ourselves short. And it does that by warming the heart, filling our heart with love, reminding us that we are ultimately lovable and supported by spirit. So this is one that can really help you. So I think this will help Fiad Luna, as well as help anyone that's got intentions around starting a family. Feet Knee pain and rashes for Shane. You got it. Cold, possible sinus infection. Sleep. The iolite will help with sleep. Labradorite will help more. And I know Jen had a request around this too. This is a stone that also aids research and study and attention to detail, as well as definitely the joy of travel. It's not seen as a protective travel stone, but like to help you enjoy the trip. So I know a few of you are traveling, but yeah, this is one that helps to, say, calm disputes. And there's just a lot of argumentative and kind of difficult energy, interpersonal energy right now, so it's a good one to have for that. It does also help in clairvoyance, and that's visualizing, intuition, as well as helping harmonize a workplace, so that might help Nurse Blair. But yeah, like I said, research and study as well as sleep. So we'll go ahead. Labradorite and iolite have been absolute just powerhouses for us lately. We've really been relying on them quite a bit, and they've just been perfect energy for now. You're so welcome, Fiat Luna. Anything to be more open or receptive to Reiki, stones and or tips? Yes, copper can help with that, and also Smoky Quartz. Smoky Quartz is one of the stones that is often recommended to folks as they begin their Reiki journey, or to have around their treatments. Whether it's around their studio or even under their table. It's a great stone for that. But it's also very, very protective. It also helps to transmute energy, not just deflect it or absorb it. It helps to like actually change it. Yeah, so it moves energy blocks. It changes the energy. It's thought to optimize the receptivity of a Reiki session. There's some other stones that do that too, including pyrite is thought to do that. But it's deeply protective, and even into before the Middle Ages, this was something that was used to prevent theft. This might be kept around a home or near the entryways to a home, or near sacred objects, things that you wouldn't want stolen. So we'll go ahead and bring in some. Of this. Let's see. How do we want to sprinkle you? Let's just sprinkle some into the coil here, because theoretically they both work for optimizing Reiki. So there we go. Awesome. Fantastic. It also is very calming, especially in cases of worry, like where we just keep ruminating the worries over and over again. I'm glad that Greg is continuing to recover nicely. Knee pain, rashes, reducing stress, aches, increase motivation. Making sure I'm not forgetting anything. Blood pressure, cardio, definitely the Tourmalinated Quartz. Definitely for cardio health. But I may add some others. Past life stuff. Oh, send energy to thank you to Joyce, who crossed over, and you have been a recipient of her jewelry to repurpose. Oh, that's a really beautiful way to be grateful, and a good thing to be grateful of. Let's see, we've also got requests for citrine, rainbow moonstone, and black obsidian. You read my mind. Let's see, anxiety, burn. Okay, and violet integration, you're having some burnout and some stress and could use some financial support. Let's bring in that citrine. The black obsidian. And rainbow moonstone. Rainbow moonstone is connected with the divine feminine. This is a stone that helps us to not only open our spiritual senses, which can really help Vincent, but it's one that helps us to reconnect with the natural cycles of earth, of nature, of everything around us. This is one that helps us to feel, also if we are intuitive and we want to share messages that are coming through, like if you're doing mediumship, reading cards for someone, anything like that, any kind of divination arts. This can be a beautiful stone to work with. It's also the white version of Labradorite. Citrine helps us to manifest financial support in a big way. It also helps to balance intuition with logic, which can be tough sometimes. So let's go ahead, and this is the beautiful citrine. It's like a brownish orange. There we go. And let's bring a couple to this spiral as well. Very balancing stone. Black obsidian is another stone of protection. It helps to, also if you're getting stress that affects your stomach, like stressy tummy, or you're just getting like really hot stomach and having digestive issues, any kind of intense trauma, whether it's new or it's been triggered in some way, as well as nervous pets. This can be a great one. This is black obsidian. Let's go ahead and put this here. Beautiful. I'm so glad. Healing of childhood trauma for dad. Gotcha. Tourmalinated quartz can help with healing past stuff, including past lives. Healthy communication. Definitely, we've got our friends here in Lapis, but let's see what else. I'm glad that your mom's improved. Oh, your mom's shown as allergic to cats and dogs. Oh no. Let's bring in a little bit of Moonstone and Unikite. Unikite is one that will definitely help the requests that I saw for pregnancy, birth, delivery, also for anything having to do with metabolism, and there's more than one of you that's requesting help with weight loss. Also addictions recovery. Korakar, this one also helps with heart and circulation, but anything having to do with bodily fluids, as well as marriage and good relationships, and that's any kind of relationship. So this can definitely help with the relationship with your father, especially if it's stuff in his childhood. This can help with the kind of mother-child parenting kind of vibes. So Unikite for all of those things. And this is regular moonstone. I want to bring this in because it hits a lot of notes. It's another one that's very protective for releasing patterns, but also protective in times of travel, women's health, so that's a few of you. Attracting love, and also just sort of like divine timing. That can be a nice remedy for any time that you're looking for a job, anytime you're looking for connecting with the right situation for manifesting finances, anything. It helps you to connect with the best time and place and way to get something sort of done or completed. Let's go and do, let's do that. I feel like that'll be really balancing. And we're looking for something for releasing ego. So you're coming from a centered place. Oh yeah, Korakar, I think that hits on a lot of notes for you too. I think that's a good fit. Releasing the ego. Definitely black obsidian helps, but I feel like there's some other good ones. Let me see. Another one that hits multiple purposes for us. For us today is Carnelian. That's the first thing that popped into my mind when I reread your request. This helps relationships in that it does indirectly help reassess the way that we're communicating with others. So if it's coming more from basically this stone helps to balance our sense of self with our sense of how we relate to others. It's based in the sacral, which is literally that, relationships, how we relate to others. But it also helps you to see their side. It helps them to see your side. It's deeply harmonizing and balancing in that way. It's also great for fertility and for any place during pregnancy, for healing wounds and surgery, and also for allergies. So that hopefully will help Korakar's mom a little bit. And anything having to do with feeling like you just don't have the energy to get up and go. This is like lethargy, apathy, anywhere in between, whether it's like you just kind of don't want to mentally, like kind of being burnt out, or if you don't want to go like physically and you feel physically like you're, just don't want to get out of bed. Not so much emotionally, but physically. So this helps relationships on all those levels, as well as sexuality and creativity. It's a wonderfully balancing stone in that way. So let's help that. And I think also ruby can help you come across, it's more leadership, but it does help neutralize the ego, which is like, I want to do this. And it's more like, okay, here's what needs to actually happen though. And so it neutralizes that sense of like overbearing self and more to like, let's get down to the brass tacks of what needs to occur. So I think that those together will help. Carnelian. Carnelian. I almost forgot to mention, if you want to buy them from me, you don't have to. You can buy them anywhere. Carnelian is a stone that is fairly easy to find. This is, if you do use the link in my description for my crystal shop, which currently I only ship to the US, that will be changing soon. There is a discount code for 14% off because it's our 14th anniversary. The coupon code is 14 years. 4 years with an S. So just know that. But yeah, Carnelian is one that you can definitely find pretty easily. It's not a super expensive stone and it helps a lot of different things. Yeah, thank you for typing that, heart. Yeah, you're welcome. Also, if you're looking for stones, Jennifer Vatsa, Jennifer has her own crystal shop and she's awesome. She's got like a really different selection for me and I love her selection. So it's, remind me of the name of your Etsy shop. You can type it into the chat if you want to. It's right on the tip of my brain. It's just not there. Reducing stress, aches. I want to bring in some pain relief, so stress and aches. I want to bring in some connecting with nature and gratitude. And aches and pains. I want to bring in some celestite. This helps with pain significantly. It also helps us to connect with our angels. It helps us to be more spiritually connected, and it actually kind of diminishes our physical experience of pain, so it can help with pain as the symptom. But yeah, this is great for connecting with our angels, especially if we're looking for guidance on our soul's purpose and what we'd like to do in the future. Okay, cool. And let's see. So I think we're getting to about that time. And rashes. Okay, so one more. So we're getting in about that time where I pick a couple of stones and you all vote on them to see which would be the best addition to finish out the grid, and then we transition into just the healing. But before I do that, I wanted to bring in some Leopardskin Jasper, because this is good for anything having to do with the skin, especially things like rashes. Also great for animals in any regard. But yeah, this is, no wonder they call it Leopardskin Jasper. Yeah, anything having to do with animal healing. Also attracting a soulmate, working with your animal guides, anything having to do with the skin, whether it's boils, lesions, infections, rashes, whatever it might be. And also this does help touch on coordination and balance. So this might be helpful for the other request we had for that too. So let's bring this in. Let's do this. I think this is fine. All are welcome. So everyone go ahead and know that you are not limited to just one vote, but I'm going to pick a couple of stones that can help us here. Yes, Leopardskin Jasper can also help for psoriasis, as can, let's see, anything that helps autoimmune, which is allergies in a large part. So, yeah, like Unikite can help with allergies. A lot of them can, actually. Moonstone can help. Yeah, but anything having to do with the skin. Okay, so let me pick a couple. Okay, so I've got a couple more. I also wanted to add in some serpentine, because this is also good for things like eczema, rashes, psoriasis. So I'll just bring some of that in. It's also great for diabetes, calcium and magnesium deficiency, which is always a thing I struggle with. I have very weak bones. And any kind of meditation, muscle weakness, and even like neurodegenerative, if someone you care about, or if you are struggling with something like dementia, this can be supportive. So I want to bring that in. So the stones that I wanted to bring in and have you vote on are ones that we have used before. One that we use more commonly than another, though. So here's some serpentine. This came from Jennifer Vatsa's Belladonna's Botanicals. You can find her on Etsy. These came from her shop. They were a lovely gift from her. and they've been serving the community so well. So the two that I want to bring out for possibilities here are, first is Chrysocola. Chrysocola encourages us to follow our spiritual purpose, find new ways of being creative, and making decisions that are in alignment with our spiritual highest good. This is one that I kind of intuitively feel like is helpful. And if you watched my the tarot card readings for all 12 signs for the beginning of September, the ones for October, I'm working on those now. They'll be out before the end of the month. This helps very much with that late September energy of looking at what we've done, where it's gotten us, and having to make some decisions. This will help us make those decisions also in alignment with our spiritual highest good and helping to shift things in a better direction for us so that we can have a little bit more spiritual fulfillment. And apparently, if you heard that trolley horn outside, the universe agrees. I usually go in, so these are choice one. I usually go with when the universe makes a loud noise, it's like your spirit guide's kind of like this one. The other stone is green calcite. Green calcite, because I keep seeing the anxiety, and it's like, yeah, absolutely. This is calming. It's reassuring. This helps to relieve the tension that stress can bring into our body. So if we're kind of holding it physically, it can help us to release that, which helps things like if you hold your jaw, if you kind of get tender tummy around stress, stress headaches, this can be helpful. Any kind of nervousness, also the physical heart, but it helps to kind of lighten the mood too. You can be, bring a little bit of levity to whatever you might be going through. And this is just in support of the state of the world right now and that we could all use it, a little bit of reassurance. So go ahead and pick between Chrysocola and green calcite, and you are not limited to just one vote. The first one, you have no idea how to spell it. It's okay. You can just say the first one. I still half the time have to really think about it. And I, write it all the time and still. So go ahead and vote on those. If you haven't already liked the stream, consider doing so. That helps the algorithms and all those beautiful things. I'm going to quickly explain a little bit about Reiki and what you can expect from this session. And then when I come back in, we're going to get right into the healing. So as I mentioned at the top of the hour, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I am the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm honored to share this healing energy with you today. If you want to learn more about me, my online Reiki classes, the Discord, the Crystal Shop, or any of my social media, it's all in the description below. So what is Reiki? Well, the style that I work with the most is known as Usui Reiki, and it's named after this method's founder. This particular style was founded in the early 1920s in Japan, so it's only about 100 years old. However, practices of working with this energy, methods of working with this energy, they have existed especially in Japan, but in many different cultures and in different ways, probably since the beginning of time, since we could relate to anything. In Japan specifically, the core concepts at the heart of Usui Reiki come from Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan. And in this way of looking at the universe, in Shintoism, everything is interconnected, everything has a soul, and everything we do, everything that's around us, all of these things play off one another. As we are all interconnected, we can, one, connect with each other regardless of the space physically between each other and regardless of the time difference within each other. One of the other concepts that we see coming out of Shintoism is that there's many different energies that connect and reintegrate through all of us, whether we're far apart, close to one another. These energies, as we might call them in English, because we don't really have the perfect words in our language or even our culture to kind of express the nuance here. But essentially think of it as there are individual energies for us the people, the places, the things around us. And one of the energies that runs through all of them is known as spiritually guided life energy, or Reiki. That's roughly what it translates to. And with this energy, it's sort of like a basic elemental building block energy. The concept is this: you already have this energy flowing through you. I have it flowing through me. It flows through everything all the time. And our body, mind, and spirit are already working with this energy to help support us in finding the greatest balance that can support healing on all levels. Essentially, what I'll be doing today is connecting with that energy and sending more of it to you. So it's not an energy your body, mind, and spirit are unfamiliar with, quite the opposite. But just as we're mostly made of water, but we don't really think of it that way, we're made of energy, and we don't really think of it that way. So just as this is something that we're used to and we're familiar with, it will be an experience that you'll feel on a physical level. You may experience it on an emotional level. Some emotions might come up. You may have some intuitions. Your internal wisdom, your subconscious might speak to you. It could be a couple of these things. It could be just one or another. Whatever comes up for you, I invite you to just simply acknowledge it. Much like we're mostly made of water, but when we get caught in the rain, we certainly feel it. When we wash our hands, we can absolutely feel it. It's a very similar concept with Reiki. So I suggest that you just get as comfortable as you can, sitting up, lying down. Go ahead and close your eyes. You can move around and adjust yourself all you want and need to during our session. This is all about you. So support your body to have the best circumstances it can to enjoy it the most. If you want to encourage yourself to use this time in some kind of focused way, like journaling or stretching, you certainly may. But especially if it's your first time, I suggest you just sort of see how Reiki shows up for you. At the end of the session, which will last about 25 minutes, you'll hear my voice come back in, and I'll invite you to take a deep breath in, start to come back to your body. And at that time, I'll reopen the chat, and you'll be able to ask me any questions that you have or share any experiences that you feel inclined to share, and we'll take it from there. During the session, I will turn the music up and I will turn the lights down. They will move slowly through several different colors, but at no point will they flash or strobe. So I'm grateful that you are here, and all you need to do is just be. You don't have to focus on anything, and you don't have to keep a silent mind. But if you do feel like you're distracted, or if you're not sure if it's internal wisdom or racing mind, simply take a deep breath in and out, and that natural reset will bring you back to a baseline. Thanks again for being here, and enjoy your session. So let's go back and see what won. Okay. You're with the trolley. Sometimes the universe has its ways of letting you know, and I have been teaching Reiki in Philadelphia for 14 years. It is often not, sunshine and fairy tales. Sometimes it's just very direct, and I'm okay with that. And I'm seeing a good balance of both, so let's go ahead and we'll do both. And you know what? It's pretty much always both. I love that. I love the votes, and we're going to go with both. So here is Chrysocola. I'm going to go ahead and put that Chrysocola. I'm going to go ahead and add it around all four corners there. And as far as the green calcite, I'm going to go ahead and add, let's see. Aha. I'll add this one here. And I'll add some right here. Let's have all of the relaxation and stress relief. Okay, so this session is going to last about 25 minutes. If you'd like to learn more about the music and the creator that made it, go ahead and check the description. Her info is there. Thank you so much for being here. And again, you'll hear my voice inviting you to take a deep breath at the end of the session. I'll answer all your questions and we'll take it from there. So 25 minutes will bring us to about a quarter after if you are here live on the East Coast, or well, quarter after wherever you happen to be. Thanks again for being here and enjoy your session. invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Thank you so much for being here. Have any questions or anything to share, feel free to go ahead and use the chat. If you'd like to just go on ahead and enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you happen to be, go right ahead. As always, my regular stream times are Wednesdays 4 p.m., Thursdays 8 a.m., Fridays 4 and 8 p.m., and Sundays at 8 p.m. All of those are East Coast U.S. time. And you can learn more about me at learnreikiphiladelphia.com, or just pop in for another stream. Oh, Rachel, oh, the baby was feeling it. I'm so glad. I'm so grateful. You're the second pregnant person I've done Reiki on in the past week. How wonderful. I hope everybody's feeling good. Susan, you're totally welcome. Oh, heart. Oh, beautiful. Peace and love to the Reiki community. Peace and love to you too. You're so welcome, Vic. And keep an eye out. I can't promise just yet because we'll have to see how my schedule shakes out because it's the Mercury retrograde and I just opened a new space in Philly. So, but the equinox is tomorrow. I'm going to try to do an extra stream tomorrow. So definitely subscribe with notifications on if you want to know about that. I'll try to update the Instagram as well. You're so welcome, Jennifer. Thank you, Bethany. Have a lovely day too. Sandy, JS, you're also welcome. I'm so glad you're feeling calmer, Sandy. I feel calmer too. Yeah, it's we officially live in interesting times. We do. But that's okay. We have each other. And I'm here. And you're always welcome here. You're always welcome here anytime. So grateful to have you all. One of the concepts we don't always get time to talk about is that of Communal Qi. It's a Chinese principle that the more people who come together with the same or similar intention, the greater the energy to support that intention. It's like magnified exponentially by each person that comes in. So even by keeping your personal energy to yourself and being here with an intention for your own greatest good, you actually do benefit the whole, whether it's in the future and watching this on a replay or whether it is here live. So thank you. You're welcome, Jennifer. You're welcome, Heart. Yeah, beautiful grid. Thank you, everyone, for the inspiration. It is the grid it is because you all were here. And Korakar, you are so welcome. Lots of love to you and Vincent. You're so welcome, Vincent. I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your day. Yeah, tomorrow is the equinox. Yeah, which is exciting. If anyone has any questions or anything, go ahead and put it in the chat now. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and start winding down the stream. I've got an online Reiki 1 class. Their 4-week class. It starts in just a little bit, so I'm going to go get ready. But thank you all so much for being here for a beautiful afternoon. I feel better, and I hope you do too. If you do think of any questions later, or if you are watching this in the future, go ahead and use the comments or reach out to me through social media, and I'll do my absolute best to help you with that. Oh, you're so welcome, Nay. Oh, that's sweet of you. Thank you. I hope all of you have a beautiful rest of your day and that I see you again soon. Take care and bye for now.